Hello, I'm John Stehr.
And I'm Anne-Marie Tiernon from Channel 13 Eyewitness News. United Way of Central Indiana changes lives.
One Indianapolis woman who faced a lifetime of abuse found direction and a new purpose after being touched by 2 United Way partner agencies.
Channel 13 Community Affairs Director Angela Cain now has her moving story.
I'm a kitchen helper.
Beverly Hale works in the kitchen at the Julian Center in Indianapolis, an emergency shelter for abused women and children.
Well, we see women from all walks of life, from all backgrounds. We see immigrant women, we see elderly women, we see young women with children. All of them, in the shelter at least, are fleeing from a common problem, and that is violence in the relationship.
And Beverly personally understands their profound pain.
I was an abused housewife.
Abused, she says, by the hands of her husband.
When I was younger, he was very abusive physically.
Hitting her often, threatening her regularly.
Once he pulled a knife on me at my throat, it didn't cut me. I always felt like I could possibly get killed, but I was afraid when I left that he was going to harm someone else, and I'd rather, I didn't want to cause anybody else any kind of pain.
So Beverly stayed for 34 years, and she says the abuse turned from physical to mental and verbal, her husband constantly criticizing her, controlling her every move.
Sometimes I would just walk to the store, just to get out in the air. And when I would come out of the store, he would be there waiting on me.
2 years ago, she shattered the silence, spoke out against the abuse, and found the courage to leave.
You don't need to stay.
She shares her hard-earned wisdom and compassion with abuse victims at the Julian Center. She didn't come here for shelter. She came here to serve.
I love interacting with the women, and I love feeling like I'm doing something that means something. I'm really helping somebody. And because I went through the same thing.
Beverly's job at the Julian Center, a United Way partner agency, has helped her peel away years of self-doubt, reveal her purpose, and gain financial independence. That's something she didn't have as a housewife with 4 children.
I didn't really have the education, and I had no job experience, really.
One more reason she stayed in her abusive marriage. But another United Way partner agency trained her for this job.
Some other types of noodles made of wheat. You can get the Chinese noodles.
This is Second Helpings, a United Way agency that first gave Beverly Hale her second chance at life.
And when she came to us, she was timid, just beat down. If you've been in an abusive relationship, you have kind of low self-esteem and not much confidence in yourself.
Chef Conway leads a training program at Second Helpings that teaches students how to succeed in the workforce after overcoming life crises.
They have histories of incarceration, of addiction, of homelessness.
He teaches them in a 10-week course how to cook.
And we run it through several times just to knead our dough.
It's training to work in the food industry. Beverly Hale is a graduate of this program. Chef Conway even helped her get her job.
And I had thought that a good place for her to be was the Julian Center. I thought she would be a good mentor to some of the other women over there.
And I love the chef over there, I would say, because he's really a great teacher. Great teacher.
She had no marketable skills of any kind that she knew of.
Because I always liked to cook. I cooked at home all the time. And sometimes I cooked 2 different meals.
Although she was a grandma, she'd been cooking for years. And let me tell you, nobody can cook better than a grandma.
So just like these students, Beverly cooked up a new marketable job skill and learned lessons in life.
But the training that we do here is more than just about cooking. We do life skills training, financial literacy training. He
would tell me if I got to the point where I felt like I couldn't do something, he'd say, Miss Hale, you could do anything that you want to do.
And by the time they leave here, they're pretty confident in their skills, not just as a cook, but how to solve problems, how to deal with stress, how to manage their money.
Second Helpings does more than train people how to cook. It also helps feed the hungry in central Indiana. These are volunteers whipping up special meals to feed thousands in need every day.
We roasted all these potatoes and made a huge batch of cheese sauce.
The volunteers make fresh meals daily and distribute them to children and adults at area community service agencies. And the food is all donated. Second Helpings calls it rescued food that retailers and restaurants would have thrown away.
It's still very viable food and can be turned into meals to be utilized. Canned goods, dry goods, and then we do get some fresh produce.
This United Way partner agency rescues food and rescues people. People who just need someone to believe in them. People like Beverly Hale.
I'm getting it together.
Oh, you had help from 2 United Way agencies. What do you think of United Way?
Oh, they're the best, and I would encourage anyone to please donate their money to United Way because they will help people like me. I was in class for people that had been homeless, and they are no longer homeless because of United Way. I would encourage people to donate to them.
Donations that help people reclaim their lives. What do you like about where you are today?
That my life is going up.
And she will never go back to an abusive past.
Beverly has high hopes for her future now. She's a trained cook because of United Way, but she plans to pursue another passion too.
That's right. She plans to use her new independence and freedom to write mystery novels and children's stories.